Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Susan, Angie, Matthew, Carol, Dorothy. Wow. Wow. Hello, hello, hello. Lynn, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. So while we're waiting for other slowpokes to finally jump in, I want to start this meeting the same way I've been starting network marketing meetings for almost 3 decades. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Nates. Paulina. Wow, from all over the world. Yes, good. So no network marketing is valid unless it's based on products. It can't be based on enrolling. It has to be based on products. And so I see a cat. Yeah, the cats somehow, they know where the energy is and I know, they like to sit right in front of you. So I'm gonna start it off by telling you my favorite products. And I just have a new one, and that is, I love the Ninja juice. But what I've started to do, it was just an experiment yesterday, I put in a few drops of orange and it changes the flavor of the Ninja juice and it gives it a citrus twang. It's really nice, just a few drops in a whole glass. Now, this isn't all Ninja juice. It's like this much is Ninja and then the rest is water and ice. But just a few drops of this powerful orange, and maybe I'll even try lemon, adds a really nice flavor. And then this one, I know it's Lisa Jansen's favorite, but I have it as a favorite also. First of all, it is the unbelievable best smelling. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. It's so good. Make a note if you don't have this, Northern Lights Black Spruce. Make sure you get Northern Lights Black Spruce. It has the best fragrance of anything in the whole universe. And what I do is I give Karen a massage, not every night, but almost every night. I put hand cream or any carrier cream on her feet, massage it in, and then I roll a few lines of this on. You can see it has a roller pad on it. You see that? And you can get a roller pad, and the way that you get the roller pad on is really interesting. When you get it, it'll have a white cap. So what you do, if you have the roller ball, is you put it on just half a turn and yank it off. And what that does is pull this clear plastic thing off. So you just roll a little, yank it off, and then this just slides in. So you can actually just remove it. You can actually just remove it and keep reusing it. So you only have to buy this once. You don't buy it every single time. So you take anything that you want to roll on and you just put it on like half a turn, like yank it off, and that little clear plastic thing will come off. And then you just slide this in, and it's a roller, and it just rolls on. Oh my God, it's just so good. And Karen sleeps like a baby because of this. And I don't know whether it is the oil or my romantic attention of massaging her feet, but it's a charmer. It's a real charmer. So now I'm opening it up to the floor. Tell me your favorite product.
Hi. Am I? Sorry, I'm not used to this. Well, I just got my essential oils,
Good.
and I have been playing or using the Valor because I've been doing my taxes. I'm in the U.S. and they're due, but I got them all done. Anyway, Valor is my favorite right now.
Because it gives you courage to attack your tax returns.
You got it.
Very, very good. Yeah.
That was my theory.
Good. Thank you. Someone else. What's your favorite?
It's Paul and Carol. We started out with Valor because we were under a lot of work stress. And then the last day we switched over to lavender and used that at night. And that really worked out well.
Made me sleep another extra couple hours.
Yes, the Valor is good for bravery and lavender. And there's another one, Stress Away. There's several that help with calmness and balance. Very good. Thank you. And Ralphie, you're sneaking away from your wife on vacation. Does she know you're sneaking away? No? What's your favorite product?
Okay, there's a really loud soundtrack playing in the background. I apologize. But one of my favorites I just learned about was in the shower in the morning, put the drain on so the hot water accumulates at your feet and put a couple of drops of peppermint. And it's just amazing. It's like you're in a spa, it wakes you up and you're just like, go attack the day or play around with whatever scent you love. Like just stick it in the shower. It's like, wow. And then that's the one.
So you put it on the floor of the shower.
Yeah, and you close the drain so that a little bit of warm water accumulates at your feet.
And you can feel it.
You can feel it and it permeates up and you breathe it and you're just like so wide awake. It's like, wow. It's like cups of coffee. Much healthier too.
Okay.
And then we were hiking and we saw a big black bear the other day. So I had my Valor. So it really helps with bears.
Yeah, don't give any to the bear. We don't need the bear's flavor.
No.
Okay, thank you. Someone else, please. What is your favorite? Susan, what got you to make a big sale to your patient? What was that flavor?
Actually, it was valor and forgiveness. And she had the most extraordinary experience because I had given a little sample before she bought, and I'd actually just given her Valor, and she's going through a crisis, and it was really very helpful for her. And then she bought like 4, I think it was Valor, Surrender, Forgiveness, and Harmony. And I suggested that she take the Valor and Forgiveness, and I gave her a whole protocol to do. And she had a DNA ancestral clearing that was extraordinary. It was like, it just blew her away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Someone else, please.
I'll go next.
Someone else. Yes, Angie.
So just a little bit, everybody knows about lavender. So my dad has been struggling to sleep for years. So he's used the lavender, and then we upped it and he used the Valerian. And the first night using Valerian, he slept like a baby. So yeah, first night that he was able to sleep through until like 7 in the morning, which is really, really good and helpful. And then also this one, which is the pan away. So very good for pain. So my dad, sorry, he gets to try everything. He got lots of aches and pains. He used it on his knees, and he's had a knee replacement on one knee, waiting for the other one on the second knee, but used the pan away, and he didn't complain about pain anymore, actually, for quite some days now. I must have walked into something quite by mistake in my hurry, and I must have connected with my leg. So I had this pain, but I hadn't really stopped to realize what it was. So I had a look earlier on, nice big bruise. So I used just a few drops of this, and yeah, don't have pain anymore. So yeah, fantastic.
You just put a couple drops on the bruise?
Yeah, I just put it on my finger and then just rubbed it on the skin.
Wow.
So yeah, that was really helpful. So thank you.
Thank you. Let me say something about Valerian. It really, really calms you down. And the drug companies were pissed at that because they can't copyright or trademark or patent an essential oil. So they created something you're familiar with. And what is the drug that they patented that helps people stay calm that sounds like Valerian?
Valium.
Know it. Say it again, Alan.
Valium.
Yeah,
Valium. Valium is just our essential oil with some little thing that they've done to make it patentable. But instead of taking a drug, prescription or otherwise, you can just take the Valerian essential oil. Okay, someone else.
I'll go.
Someone else. Before we go on to enrolling, we start with products.
I'll go with my
Alan.
favorite product is the Thieves Cleaner.
Ah,
Because of my health condition, I take a bunch of weird drugs, and they leave stains on my shirt, and I couldn't get them out unless I used 2 full-strength toxic cleaners. So I switched to the Thieves household cleaner, and I spray it on, and all the stains go away.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. It was just by fluke that I figured that out.
Very sweet. Very, very sweet. Who is that?
Lynn, I can't hear. Well, my sound is up to the max.
Yeah, so you had trouble hearing Alan?
Yes.
He said that he's able to get stains out that he normally had to use very caustic cleansers, and all he did was use Thieves, sprayed it on, and the stains were gone. Yeah.
The Thieves household cleaner.
Oh, the household cleaner. Okay.
Thieves
Yeah.
household cleaner. Yeah.
And I diluted 15 to 1.
Yes, it's amazing. You have to dilute it 100 to 1 for cleaning glass, and 15 to 30 to 1 in order for household cleaning. It's so powerful. Wow.
It smells great too.
It does. I love it. I love it. Yeah. And the reason, like, you might wonder, what is an essential oil? What differentiates an oil, an ordinary oil, from an essential oil? And the answer is that an essential oil is tiny, tiny, tiny. It's incredibly tiny. The cells of an essential oil are 125 trillion times smaller than a normal cell, like a cell of your body. 125 trillion times smaller. And that's why you can take 1 drop of an essential oil, rub it on the palms of your hand, and breathe it in. You wonder, what's 1 drop gonna do? Well, there are so many trillions of cells in that drop that when you breathe it in or put it on your skin, it is in every cell, in every single cell of your brain within 20 seconds, and in every single cell of your body within 20 minutes, every single cell, because the cell of an essential oil is so tiny. That's why it's so different. That's why it works. That's why it gets right through the blood-brain barrier just by breathing it in. Oh, Catherine has joined us. Okay, Catherine, you're driving back from your accountant?
Hey, Raymond, I'm trying to work on my volume. So just keep going for a minute and I'm trying to fix my volume.
We can hear you quickly. We don't need you any louder.
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay, I couldn't hear you guys.
Okay. Okay, so I want to introduce Catherine if you don't know her. Catherine is one of the biggest, most successful businesses in all of Young Living, and she is growing faster than just about anyone in Young Living because she enrolled Jack Hanfield. And Jack Hanfield then enrolled every single one of his 12 staff members and shot up in a couple months to silver and gold. Then he enrolled me, and because of my brand new leg, he shot up to platinum. And now he's racing towards diamond. And it's because of Catherine's enrollment and her amazing understanding of how to organize and how to direct and manage and run and inspire a Young Living enrolling organization. So she is truly a treasure. And I've asked her, and she's eagerly accepted my invitation to talk to us about what do we have to do? What do you have to do to build a leg? How do you go star, senior star, executive? How do you go silver? What are the benefits? What are the pitfalls? And so here she is.
Hey guys, it is good to see everybody. Well, actually, good to be here. I can't see everybody. The only one I can see is Raymond, and my phone is a little bit wonky. I am on my way back. Oh, holy mackerel. Let me get back to my Zoom. Let's see. Yeah, I am on my way back from a meeting with my accountant because we've had a game changer couple months. And so I had to talk to him about about my income and how to, how to navigate that now. It's a whole new tax bracket. So anyway, it is good to see everybody. You guys are having phenomenal success on Raymond's team. Congratulations to all of you for joining this incredible opportunity. Young Living is an amazing company. It's a company, if you've been on our calls, you know how passionate I am about this company and the incredible tools that we have, these beautiful, amazing wellness tools that they're unparalleled, right? You can't get these kind of tools anywhere else in the world except for Young Living. And the fact that we have this amazing community and an incredible potential to change people's health story and their financial story. Young Living is a very powerful income generator. And as passionate as I am about the products, I'm equally passionate or more passionate about the income opportunity because it is a game changer. So I'm just popping on to answer any questions. And if there's a specific topic that comes up that we feel that we need to do a separate Zoom call for that topic, we can do that. If you go to, first of all, I want to talk to you guys about a couple opportunities for you, which are very unique to our team. And that is our groups. So our Facebook groups. We have the Oily Lounge, which is our product education group. And we have the Dream Big Academy, which is our business group. And we do quite a bit in those groups. So I've heard a lot of you have been texting me and asking me about the groups. So make sure that somebody on this team, either your enroller or Aaron, or I think Ralph has volunteered to make sure that you get in those groups to get all of the information, because we do have quite a bit of information in there. So
Catherine,
yes.
Hold on. Ralph has volunteered to help you get into these closed Facebook groups. They're not just closed, they're secret, because we don't want anyone else in them, because we want to be able to share our stories without worrying about whether we're compliant or not. So Ralph, can you type in your email address, and others please copy it and just contact Ralph by email and say, please join me into Jack Canfield's private Facebook groups. And there's one for enrolling which is Dream Big. There's one for education, which is the Oily Lounge. And Jack holds meetings constantly every day. You've got to get excited about it. You've got to memorize some of these success stories. And then you've got to tell them with your heart when you enroll somebody. Like Susan just told a patient from her heart, hey, these are really good. And the person said, okay, good. Sign me up. Let me buy them. And when you share from your heart, it's really easy.
You're right, Raymond. We have so many testimonies. In fact, Jack called me yesterday, and because Raymond shared his testimony on our opportunity call, and Jack had a very similar personal testimony, and you know, it was such a beautiful testimony about how these products, you know, changed these guys' lives and changed their connection with their wives. And so there's so many beautiful things happening. But we do a ton of, in our product education group, we've got a ton of testimonials, and we, like Raymond said, it's a secret group. We really want you to know what these oils do. And if you don't, let me tell you, and if you should come to one of Jack's opportunity calls, because he talks, I tell my story on there about how my life was transformed by these oils, using them for emotional support, for brain support. And we're at over 2,000 hospitals in the United States. We're at 30 VA hospitals. And, you know, this is only, North America is really behind the rest of the world, right? Because Europe has been using essential oils for a really long time. When I lived in London and I went to a hospital in France, I was prescribed lavender for anxiety and sleep 20 years ago. So we've got some really beautiful tools. So go to the Oily Lounge so you can hear those testimonials. But then in the Big Dream Academy, as Raymond said, we have the secret sauce on our team. We are building very quickly. We know how to maximize the comp plan. We really want you to structure for success, and we know how to do that. So there's some, I would go to the announcement section of both of those groups. Come to our calls, because we do a lot of this on our calls. The Oily Lounge has now just started at Jack's request an Ask Catherine Anything call. And those are held 2 times a month, and you can get the calendar in the Oily Lounge. But gosh, we did our first one this week, and people brought all kinds of questions. Our members brought all kinds of questions, whether they were health or business related. And we just hammered, you know, through those questions in about 90 minutes. But we've gotten really great feedback. So try to get on one of those calls too. We are here to support you. We are here to link arms with you and to walk this thing out with you. Whether you just want 90 days of health goals, or whether you want to build an empire, you know, we've got you. We're a safe place to land when it comes to essential oils, and we will run with you toward financial freedom if that is your desire.
Now, most of the people on this call have indicated when they enrolled that they wanted to be business builders. But
that's incredible.
Except for Ralph and me, who've enrolled a lot, and except for Susan and Lisa that have enrolled 1 or 2, most people on this call haven't enrolled anyone, but they want to. And there is a hurdle they need to get over. So what advice can you give to people who are enrollment virgins and want to get into the game?
That's a great question. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked that. So first of all, get on Jack's opportunity call, which is going to be held in a couple hours. It's our team opportunity call. That's going to really help you get buy-in, because we talk about the company, we talk about the product, the income opportunity. And then if you have a vision to get to silver within 30 days, Trina offers a call on Sunday nights. It's free to our entire team. She doesn't pay to coach you. Trina went silver in 30, and she does that call. But for me, I will just say, get passionate about the product so that you have a testimony. For me, when I joined, I had a life-changing experience with the oils, and I just started sharing on Facebook. And my first month, I enrolled 77 people on Facebook just by private messaging them. I don't vomit on people. I probably use 2 or 3 sentences. I do a post that's totally normal and about my life and not salesy, and about how I'm using the oils. And we can talk more in depth on the Ask Catherine Anything call, but I probably do one oil post for every 10 other posts, and my other posts are very interesting. They're about my world travels. You can go to my Facebook page. They're beautiful, beautiful photos that draw people in, and you want people to know, like, and trust you. And I don't know whether you're planning on building on social media. I built on social media. I built on Facebook. I'm just now moving over to Instagram. I enrolled yesterday an influencer on Instagram that has like 1.5 million followers for another leg that I'm building, because Jack's leg is really taking off. So I'm moving on to another leg. And I just was over there interviewing for a key position, right? It's $1 million real estate. And so I was interviewing, and but I really maximized Facebook. And again, you're more than welcome to come to my calls and ask me like in-depth questions. But I would say become a product of the product, first of all, have a testimony, and then don't be afraid to share. And ask, right? Ask. Jack loves to say be an asshole. And I know Raymond encourages all of us to ask. But I made a decision that I was going to enroll Jack Canfield. I put him on my vision board. I put an affirmation that said, I am enjoying, I think it was something like, I'm enjoying a relationship with Jack Canfield, my success coach, and my brand new Young Living Diamond. And then I put my affirmation to action. I bought a ticket to his retreat. I bought a plane ticket. I flew to Santa Barbara, and I wasn't afraid to ask. I asked for the sale. And so anyway, I guess that's, ask, be an asshole.
I'd like to confirm that I've done exactly the same thing. In my first month, I enrolled about 40 people, and because they enrolled some, I ended up with 62. And in my first half month, I became silver. But I was petrified of contacting some of those people. I just stoked up my courage. My products hadn't even arrived yet. And I went right through Facebook Messenger, and I just posted things like, miracles have happened in my life. I want to tell you about them. And people would respond. They would tell me the miracle. I said, give me your phone number. And people I knew, people I didn't know, I just talked to them. And sometimes I talked to people for an hour and they had no interest, but mostly they enrolled. Mostly right now I'm at about 60 enrollments, and I may have made 70 presentations. Most people just enroll, not because I'm a great salesman, but because I speak with love and amazing testimonials about the products. And one of the people that I was most frightened to call, he's a fellow professional speaker. He's got other things to do. He's already wealthy. He's got lots of real estate. What the hell does he need me for? I said, do it. And I called him up and I said, Marco, I want to talk to you about essential oils. He says, I'm in. What? He said, I'm the first at the back. I'm filling out the form. What do you want? My name? What else do you want? I'm there.
That's awesome. And
Raymond,
would you agree? It's a numbers game, right?
It is, but when you enroll well from your heart, it's not that many numbers. Like Susan, I'm just going to take a chance. You've enrolled one person, one of your patients, but how many patients have you actually talked to about Young Living?
Yeah, quite a few. And in fact, I actually enrolled a distributor last night.
Congratulations!
Wow. Separate from, and in fact, it was hilarious because she was going to sign up with another person who was a distributor, and she's Spanish speaking, and her upline is in Mexico. And I was here last night. I mean, it was amazing with her name's Jenny, and another client, like a new client that she brought to us. And I was using the oils and I was working with her. And so I said, Jenny, you're going in the wrong upline. You're going to miss out on, this is what I said to her. Lisa did it for me last night at 11 o'clock. At 11:30 last night. She was in, she wanted to do it. I said, but you're going in the wrong upline. You're not going to, this is private. You're not going to get any of this education. And you don't speak Spanish. So why would you go with a Spanish upline? It didn't make any sense. Anyway, she signed up, and then this client, this future client, I was working with her, and I'm finding that once I do sort of like, I have some protocols that I do for her to release emotions. She hasn't cried since she was 3.
Wow.
She cried. And I loved Catherine's statement, leaky eyes, and she loved that.
So which oil did you use for her to cry?
Well, it wasn't just the oil; it was the process, and then
A
I said,
process, yeah,
it was
sure.
the process, and then it's like the last little bit, and then I said I took, oh gosh, what did I take? I took Valor, and I took Valor, and I said wait 10 minutes and just smell it. Put it on your palms, put it on your belly button, put it wherever you feel that is intuitively good for you. And she was really like building up to have a good cry, but she still wouldn't allow herself to really have a good cry, just tears, right? And then I said, okay, now take forgiveness and forgive yourself.
Oh, wow.
And just give your, whatever, her parents and her father and the blah, blah, blah. It's like, her story, right? And she just, and then because I work with energy, I energetically moved it out of her head. And that enabled her to release, and she started to cry. So she's also interested. She's not sure if she wants to be a distributor, but she will definitely be a customer. So
you changed her story. Susan, message me after this. I will, if you need any help enrolling her and going the rest of the way, because we know she needs what we have.
Well, yeah, and the irony is she's in sales. And she wants to move over to Ayurvedic, not medicine, Ayurvedic something, like cooking, like nutrition, Ayurvedic nutrition.
Yes.
So I said, come on, and she's Indian. And I said, come on. I mean, this is a no-brainer. But anyway, slowly, one step at a time, I'll get her.
Wow, no, you changed her story, right? I mean, we have these beautiful tools. So you're doing the emotional reset with us.
I am doing it, and I have to tell you, so I'm finding it fascinating just for myself. I've done a lot of work on it.
I love to hear this. Tell me. I want to hear everything.
Sorry, Raymond, is that okay? I've taken over your call a little bit.
Go for it.
Okay, so I got all the oils, and then I ordered Melissa. And in one of the calls, somebody had said that forgiveness has Melissa in it. So I took Melissa, and when it came, I took a breath in, and that's all I did, one breath. And I thought, okay, let's see what shows up. I'm very willing to allow things to show up, right? And I kept sighing for hours, and I'm going, wow, this is amazing. Why am I sighing? Didn't matter why I was sighing. I was just releasing whatever I was releasing. Then I went to bed, and I took Melissa, and I took forgiveness, and I did a whole protocol with them. And I had past life experiences show up in picture form, clearing. I remembered actually using the oils in Egypt.
Oh my God.
I swear to God. I mean, it was like this most extraordinary experience. And then I'm going, and it wasn't stressful. It wasn't anything like it. It was just, oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. And it just released, and it just released. So I've been playing just with those two.
Melissa is a beautiful, beautiful.
And I've been using it now with people, the Melissa, and I just say, just smell it. Don't put it on you. Just smell it and notice what happens. Just smell it.
Gary called her the lovely lady Melissa. And Jack and Inga have had some powerful experiences with Melissa too, and with past lives. That's really, really awesome.
So it's like DNA ancestral clearing, and I'm going.
It is ancestral clearing.
Wow.
Hey Susan, would you do me a favor? Would you go into our reset group and go live today and just share that?
You know what? I was going to, and then I had to go. I was started with Jack on the live thing, and then I had to go because I had to go pick up my dogs from the groomer. Never mind, you don't need my details. And then I thought, okay.
Yeah, whenever you have time, people would love to hear that story.
Okay.
And Jack is going in there all day watching people's stories, so I know he would love to hear that too. Yeah,
and it's fascinating because I'm realizing that there's a link that I'm sensing that I'm not sure what it is. I'll talk to you, Catherine, privately. There's something. Yeah. There's something, that can be.
Susan, did Raymond enroll you?
I came through Lisa, my daughter.
I enrolled her daughter.
Me. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I love this. Look at Raymond, you've changed a family.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
It's funny because my mom called me at 10:30 last night saying someone wants to sign up as a distributor. So like I did all of the enrollment because
She's a backroom person. I haven't figured out the website. I don't need to know.
Awesome.
I just call Lisa. Lisa, do it.
That's
so I just
beautiful.
like took care of it all like 11 o'clock at night and we got her signed up.
Nice.
Congratulations, you guys. That's awesome.
Now there's a new member of your family, Melissa.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So I've just written down to order that on August 1st. I'd like everyone on this call to make a note to order Melissa, Accessing Past Lives. You just have to smell it and miracles happen.
Yeah.
Actually, in our, Susan, correct me if I'm wrong, on our first emotional reset video, when we talked about the Egyptian clearing technique and we did the story of the history of it, didn't Gary go into detail about Melissa?
He could have. I actually don't recall.
Okay, so that recording is available for you guys. It's in the reset.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I
wanted to watch it again. I wanted to watch it again, but it was, there's something that people, you have to understand. I've done a lot of work. Melissa's incredibly powerful. So it can trigger, I'm only putting a caution for those people who haven't done a lot of work on themselves and don't know processes on how to release things. It's incredible.
Yeah, I don't know Melissa as an emotional support oil. I actually use Melissa for immune support. And I've used it, I've used it in incredible ways for my immune system. But I've only been just exploring it as an emotional support oil, and it is in a couple of our feelings kit blends. So
yes, I know. So it's in forgiveness. I know it's in forgiveness.
It's a big player.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big player in forgiveness.
We can talk. I can walk you through something if you want.
I would love that. I would love that. Anybody else? Any other questions or testimonies while I'm on here?
I want you to be really clear on what Young Living enrollment virgins should do to get their first enrollment.
Well, you have to talk to people, right? You've got to get out there and talk to people. So, and it really, for me, everybody builds differently. So for me, it was social media. So I'll talk about social media to get my first enrollment. Well, I'll just talk about my legs. So when I wanted to build my legs, when I first joined, I called 3 friends from grad school and I said, I'm running with this. I want you to do this with me. And they were just like, I'm in. So that was sort of how I began. I'm doing this business. When Jack decided to do the business, he thought about we talked for a while about who he wanted as his legs. So one of his legs, he said, I want Raymond Aaron as the top of one of my legs. And so he reached out to Raymond. So sometimes it's as simple as just deciding who you want to run with. And when I look at the top of legs, there's a few things that I think about. Either who's going to be an amazing, amazing leader and run with this and take off, or who do I want to bless? Because your first couple legs, that you're going to build under them first. And so they're probably going to be the first people that you flip to silver and gold as you go up the income opportunity. So really think about those legs and then reach out and ask them. So for Lisa, she reached out to her mom and said, Mom, will you be a leg? So I'm going to challenge you on this call to, if you don't have your legs in place, I'm going to challenge you to find 3 legs by next week. So that means reach out to people. If they say no just means next opportunity or not right now, and just keep going. And then if you don't have your legs, let's get your 3 legs. And if you already have your legs in place, well, let's get 3 more people on your team. So I'm going to challenge you to get 3 people by next week. And I believe it's a numbers game. When I enrolled 77 people, I went back because a lot of people in Young Living said, well, you're a unicorn. I can't do that. I don't know that many people. If you know my story, You know that I hadn't left the house for 6 years. So I didn't have that big of network or some amazing social life. But I had social media, and it was a numbers game for me. So when I went back and I looked at how many people I had talked to in that month to enroll 77, it was about 770. So a new person in Young Living, you can average 10%, a 10% success rate. My success rate now is probably closer to 80, 90%, my closing rate, but everybody can average 10%. So if you need to reach out to 30 people to get your 3, then so be it. But my challenge to you is reach out to them, get them on an opportunity call, get them on next week's call with Raymond. I can be on here too, but let's get you 3 by next Friday.
Could you explain to me what it means to have those 3 legs? Because I actually don't know what that means.
Yes. So to max, and yeah, so that tells me something important. So we need to get you into the Dream Big Academy and get you really need to know the comp plan. Please put Sunday night on your calendar. Okay. Go to Trina's 30 Days to Silver call. But very briefly, in Young Living, to maximize the compensation plan, all you need to build are 6 legs or teams. So I tell everyone, when you're getting started, let's just build 4 legs. You know, we can work on the next 2 later, but let's get you 4. So it's 4 legs and teams. I tend to build in social circles. So one leg might be my family leg. One leg might be the soccer moms. Another leg might be friends from undergrad. Another leg is friends from grad school. And I tend to keep all social circles together. Like I wouldn't put, some people do it, but I wouldn't separate family. Like some people build under both their kids. Like they'll have, you know, 2 of their children or 3 of their children on their front line. But for me, well, then who enrolls grandma and who enrolls Aunt Jane? I don't want you to compete. I want you to run together. And we say on our team, we rise by lifting others. And Young Living's compensation plan is designed so that you will fail if you're selfish, and you will succeed if you totally are other focused and you really want to help your team get what they want. And so like I've been so focused on helping Jack help his leaders rank up, and it's helped him rank up, it's helped me rank up, which required a visit to my accountant today. But it's really beautiful. A rising tide lifts all ships. So yes, so legs are teams. So we need 3 people on your front line, and we can talk about the person that you enrolled last night. Maybe she's a leg leader, maybe she's not.
She's actually amazing in sales, so she actually is.
Okay, so then you have a leg. Congratulations. And we'll
she doesn't know it yet, but I will tell her.
Well, you know what? Then that will really get her motivated, and that is really an honor because you have offered her $1 million real estate in your empire, and you know, so that's huge. And the fact that you guys can run together toward freedom, that's really beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, but please get to Trina's call and go to the Oily Lounge and see our calendar, because we deep dive into this all week long.
Okay, so the way you do that is you email Ralph at ralphcase.com. Do you want to, Ralph, type that in again? Type it in again and just contact him, and he has to befriend you on Facebook, and then he'll admit you into the Oily Lounge. And that's where you click on the file menu, and then you click on download the calendar. So listen carefully. Once he gets you in, then you look at the left side control panel and you'll see the word file. Click on file, and that will open up others, and you click on calendar, download the calendar, and you will see that Trina on Sunday night talks about how to get to silver, and Jack Canfield holds an enrollment presentation on Wednesday and Friday. In fact, his enrollment presentation starts in a few minutes. It starts in 18 minutes. And I've sent you the link. So you can say when you're talking to somebody, Jack Canfield and I have teamed up. You can actually say that.
Absolutely.
Jack Canfield and I have teamed up. In fact, why don't we attend his call right now? So you can ask somebody, we're going to be ending this call in a couple minutes. You can ask somebody in the next 15 minutes, here's the link, go and they'll hear Jack Canfield doing an enrollment presentation. You call them afterwards and enroll them.
Yes, and I mean, you get Jack for free on this team, right? He's doing this reset right now. Jack and I are in the process of developing an abundance challenge for September with his success principles and affirmations. He could charge thousands of dollars for that. And all you guys have to do is enroll people, get the products in their hands, and they get Jack for free. They get incredible training. But yes, I would call, I mean, you've got 15 minutes. Call a couple people and say, hey, join me on this call in 15 minutes.
I'm going to put the link in the chat. Just give me a second.
And while I have a chance, let me thank Ralph for offering to do that. Ralph, that's huge that you're offering to do that for all of Raymond's team. So thank you so much for that, because I know you had a little bit of a challenge getting into the groups, and I know you see the value. So thank you for offering to do that for others.
I'm persistent, Catherine. If nothing else, I am persistent.
You're incredible. You're amazing. I'm so happy to see you in the groups now.
So on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern and on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I put the link there. So you've got 10 minutes, 15 minutes actually, to call a friend and say, here's the link, come on the call. And it'll be 45 minutes. Call them afterwards and you'll enroll them. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had those kind of calls when I was enrolling. I was just messaging people on Facebook. It's so easy. Jack makes it so easy. You just bring people to the call and he does the work for you. And his incredible team of leaders, coaches, trainers, it's a great call.
Okay, now Ralph, you wanted to do a quick presentation on the 3 things necessary. Can you do it in 5 minutes?
I can do it in 5 minutes, and it's very close to what Catherine just said. And
Okay.
the 3 things that you need are, number 1, you need belief.
Yes.
You need, like 1% doubt and you're out. You have to have 100% belief. When Raymond called me to join Young Living, I have a deep relationship with Raymond that goes back 30 years. And if Raymond believes something, I believe something. And so he enrolled me on the 28th of May. I had 5 enrollees by the end of the month. I made senior star, I think, by the end of May.
Wow.
And this year I'm going to make this month I'm going to make executive. And it's just belief. Like I don't, with a shadow of my doubt, not believe in this company. I shouldn't say I sold. I enrolled people into my $1 million real estate. I love that term, Catherine, but I got them into my $1 million front line within 3 days because I had 100% belief.
Yes,
and then
we just share, right? I tell people we don't sell anything. We just share. We just
Exactly.
share.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The next thing you need is enthusiasm. And enthusiasm, the word enthusiasm comes from the Greek word that means the God within. And if you don't have enthusiasm, who's going to have enthusiasm? Like if Raymond and Catherine don't have enthusiasm, am I going to have it? Like you have to pass it on to the people that you enroll.
Right.
You have to pass it on to the people that you present to. Like I'm enthusiastic about this stuff. When I put a few drops of peppermint in the bottom of my shower in the morning, man, I'm ready to go. I am enthused.
Wow.
When
you're awake.
when a bear is chasing me and I got some valor, man, I'm all good. You know.
I saw that post and that was great. That was hilarious. Where are you right now? You're on holiday somewhere.
I am. I'm in Whistler. I'm outside of Starbucks.
Oh God.
My wife is inside tapping her heels, say, "Come on, let's just go."
Look at me. That's where I just stopped too. That's awesome.
It's like whatever it takes. There are no excuses. You have to have enthusiasm. You have to have a belief. And the final thing is you have to have a plan. So when Catherine says 3 next week, you can't just magically have 3. If it's 10% closed, you have to talk to 30 people. I'm going to have 3 next week. I'll probably have to talk to 7. That's what I'm aiming at. My goal last week was to have 3 by today. I only had 1 last week. And there's a simple reason. It's because they didn't talk to 7. I've been on holidays. I've been chasing bears and climbing mountains, and you know, like I'll take ownership. Like it was my plan, and I didn't do the plan. That's why it didn't work. So I'm going to do the plan this coming week.
That's so true, Ralph. When people tell me that they're not enrolling, I say, show me your calendar.
Exactly. There are 3 words: commit to what you're going to do, perform it, and then measure the results. So if you commit to seeing 7 people and you only enroll 1, that means you have to talk to 21 next month or next week or tomorrow, whatever it is. Like, just figure out what the number is. I'm really impressed that Catherine knows what her number is. Like, there's nothing wrong with 10%. It just means you have to talk to that many people. Just be true to yourself, and good things happen.
And probably it'll be better than 10% if you let Jack do the heavy lifting for you.
That's just it. You notice that I said you don't need a presentation as the top 3 things, because I can do the presentation for you. Raymond can do the presentation for you. The Jack call, we have all the tools here. Like, all you need is enthusiasm, you need belief, and you need a plan. We'll take care of the rest.
Absolutely. And I'm going to challenge you, Ralph, to get on Trina's call on Sunday, because I think you can be silver this month.
I've been on the last 2.
Okay, I think
or
you can
3.
do it. I think you can do silver in 30.
Can I ask a quick question?
Even while I'm on holiday, I'm going up to the mountains next week. Like, I'm totally off the grid, but I'm still going to enroll 3.
That's
Maybe
awesome.
they're going to be forest rangers. I don't know, but I'm going to get my 3.
Lynn has a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a particular way to address this with a man versus a woman? I have a male in mind, and I'm hoping he's got quite a network of friends. I'm hoping to communicate with Mike.
I'll take that, and then I'll let these guys chime in. With men, I normally talk income opportunity, because guys get the numbers and they want, with Jack, I mean, Jack was interested in the oils, but when I showed him the income potential, really, he doesn't say that much, but I mean, that's what piqued his interest. He's like, are you kidding me? That's what you're, I can do that. So yeah, I think with guys, I talk more income, but let's hear from Raymond. And
I talk about the ninja increasing libido and stamina. They love it.
But you can do that. I don't know whether they necessarily appreciate my input there.
Lynn, if you don't want to, don't do it.
I mean, I'm happy to. I'm a nurse, and my husband was a gynecologist. I know all the questions and the answers, but
you've got all the credentials. Why are you so embarrassed? Just do it.
Well, I'm not embarrassed. I'm just, if he's not embarrassed, I guess I'm good.
Lynn, get over yourself and do it.
Okay.
I have a lot of chiropractors on my team. That's probably, if I look at my professional numbers, I have some dentists, but I have mostly in the professional realm chiropractors. And when I go to them, of course, they love natural health and they love oils, but they really want to know that they can make money when their business is, you know, when they're not at the office, and that they don't have to be crunching backs for the rest of their lives, that they can have a true asset income, residual income. So I find that's really what the guys are most interested in. And then they fall in love with the oils.
I heard a great term just when I was enrolling someone last week, and it was, I don't want to trade a face for $1. I don't want to trade my face for $1. You know, that's what residual income is all about. You don't have to show up to get paid. That really resonates with guys.
So
Yes.
I want to congratulate the people on the line who've enrolled. I know that Susan enrolled 2, and Ralph enrolled how many since the last one? 1. Okay, that's great. I've
That's
enrolled.
awesome, guys.
Congratulations.
It was supposed to be 3 next week. 3.
Okay.
You'll get them. You'll get them.
And I've enrolled 9, but I'm an overachiever. And I just go for it. I just call people. When someone posts something on Facebook, I reply, wow, that's great. Can I tell you about my miracles? And then I respond to everybody. Whatever they say, I just respond and ask them if they want to talk about a miracle.
That's awesome.
But Catherine, thank you.
You're changing lives. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ralph.
I was just saying, thank you so much for participating, and drive safe. We don't want you to crash into a tree. I keep looking, thinking, I hope she doesn't like hit a tree.
I'm not driving. I'm in the passenger seat. Thank you so much for asking.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not driving. Thank you.
Oh, good.
No, but
Okay.
it's a rainy day here in Michigan. I don't know how it is in Banff, but it's rainy here.
Well, I'm not going to ask you what your enrollment goal is because I don't want to embarrass you. I just want to encourage you. So do something. Contact some people. Try it out. I'll do it for you. Ralph will do it for you. Jack will do it for you. You've got 5 minutes to call a friend and say, oh my gosh, here's the link. Watch this for an hour. Jack Canfield and I are doing something great. And
I will say, if you are on this call and you come back next week and you have enrolled 3 people on Essential Rewards, I'm going to have Jack send you an autographed copy of his Success Principles brand new workbook.
Wow. 3 enrollments by next week. We get an autographed copy of his new published book.
Yep.
The Success Principles. Okay. There's the
Deal.
check.
That's just for Raymond's team. That's just for this call.
All right. We're
All
on.
right. So
Okay.
if you showed up today and you enrolled 3 on ER, it's going to pay off.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to end the call in 60 seconds. Contact Ralph. He's got his email address there in order to get into the secret groups and attend the trainings. You go into the file menu on the left-hand side and click on it and download the calendar so you can see where they all are, and make a note for August 1st to include Melissa and Ninja. Ninja is 130 PV. So you've got
and Endoflex. Don't forget your 2 Endoflex. We're doing the Endoflex challenge in the Oily Lounge. So yeah, get Endoflex this month in your order because you're going to be able to win a whole bunch of prizes in the Endoflex challenge. So you need to get that in your order. And Ralph, one last thing for Ralph. When you add people to the groups, will you tag them in the relevant announcements in the announcement section once you add them?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, nobody
I think
knows. Catherine, no one knows what you're talking about. What is Endoflex?
We talked about it on last Tuesday's call. So it's an oil. It's for endocrine support. It does all kinds. It's for prostate. It's incredible for women, for hormones. Mostly it gives you energy. So to me, it's like coffee. It has nutmeg in it. But order a couple Endoflex bottles because we're going to do a 30-day Endoflex challenge inside the Oily Lounge.
Okay.
And
so
we'll have prizes.
On August 1st, be sure to get Ninja. That's 130. That's a 4-pack. But also get Melissa oil and 2 Endoflex oils.
Perfect.
And Jack will be giving a training on Endoflex all of August. Okay. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you, thank you. I'll see you on another call in several minutes. Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
With a guest. Show up with a guest in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.